Same deck we played in one this morning. We lost in round 3. If we go 5-0 in this, we qualify for the Modern Championship. Very exciting event to qualify for. We lost to Beans today. I'd beaten the matchup before every time I'd played it. It was like 2 times or something. By burning them out. Today, I just feel like I couldn't quite get enough reach. So, and I also felt like I just didn't really have almost anything in the sideboard. And I wanted to really get rid of these Daredevils post-board maybe. So, I've got these Shrapnel Blasts to bring in this time. I tended to plan to cut 3 Daredevils, 1 Shadowspear for 3 blasts, and a Haywire Mite post-board against the Bean deck. You just get that density of burn. Hoping that's good enough. Didn't obviously only had a few hours between the first stream and now. So see how it goes. I think this deck is still great against Scam. We beat Scam. Great against creature decks. I have lost a lot of game against creature-based combo. One thing I really like about this deck is this is usually Asmo decks can be kind of weak against Yawgmoth because they don't have a way to kill Yawgmoth because Asmo can't do it, but this deck has Galvanic Blast and Flame Slash on the board, so Yawgmoth matchup has been really good. Inti also getting Ragavan Trample, really nice. We can get going. Yeah, no, we're back to Mana Trader's Art, unfortunately. For now. We also lost all of our die rolls. Here we've won our first. And my hands are pretty shitty. Loves these adventure creatures. Traverse for Ohir Axono. In combination with Frocking Familiar and Scalding Viper. More so Scalding Viper, I guess. I might have to go to 5, though. My hand's pretty bad. I guess it's just good enough to keep on 6. It's a bit weird. Hard to go to 5 on the play. Those some good 5s. Okay, opponent keeps their 6. They got they had a good challenge result, right? They got 2nd place in the challenge over the weekend. They're also double queuing. May see Traverse for a land. No, just untap Steam Vents. 4 Unholy Heat, 2 Bolts. There's a good chance Asmo lives if I have Asmo in my hand, who even knows? Don't have a 2nd land though yet. Yeah, very lucky to draw it off the Street Wraith. 2 mana. Bouncing the Asmo to my hand. Powerful plays. Right, I'm going to go for a Springleaf Drum this turn so that I can actually get things developed a little bit more. Kept a 1-lander on the play, I guess. I think it's okay. It goes pretty low and didn't feel like we could really afford to mulligan much more. Also knowing the matchup too is kind of okay. So that was my draw for the turn. Grabbing another cookbook. Gonna play a Channeler here. Yeah, I cut the Amber for Springleaf. Kind of getting rewarded here. I've been thinking about which would be better when we have had them, and most of the time I think a drum would have been better, so here we are. When it has Traverse, they go in and use their Traverse. Maybe gets a Snapcaster. What does this do? They just get that basic island, despite having Delirium. Probably has access to a counterspell here, I would guess. I did draw my 2nd land, so just gonna play a couple cookbooks and pass the turn. Dead Asmo. Plays a Bauble. And a Scalding Viper. Might have some readers there. Love a Saga. Not quite that lucky. Do have another Asmo though. There's the counterspell. Plays an island. I think I'm in a chill mode at the moment. Which I don't love this mode. Good chance if I ever draw an Urza Saga, that's like just not beatable game one here. My kingdom for an Urza Saga. Z. So they don't have another counterspell in the yard, but they did bounce their Snapcaster. B Rocco, 28 months. Thank you. Welcome back. I've been sandbagging this Inti like the whole game. I think I have to play it and not feel amazing about this position. Have another subtlety. No, the snake is not. Scalding Viper's not a wizard. I really don't understand this card. I've played against Finn with this card several times now. This card is like yet to like look very good, to be honest. But it is a magic card with text on it, so there's that. I'm gonna snap throw here, Exonil. That is what they do. It's for Winter Heroes. I get it. I know that that's the thought. I don't think it's a thought that really makes any sense to me. Okay, let's shuffle away the NT. Try to top deck 4th Asmo exactly, which I know is not a very good plan. But it would seem to be the only way for us to win this game. Okay. Let's go to game 2. So this list from the challenge is playing 2 stones, 1 back to nature, 2 dress down, 1 thrun. So unfortunately I couldn't like steal a game with Saga game 1. It's much harder to in sideboard games. Don't really have much in the way of sideboard for their deck either. Probably not going to change a ton. I think stone is fine. Maybe stone over Shadowspear. Seems okay. I think that second challenge must be okay with deck. I don't know, like I think most of your arguments for like the card being okay is that it had this result. Like I don't know, it's clearly something going on. They've been playing a lot. They've been working on it. That card has I've played against the card several times and it's looked like worse than like basically any other reasonable threat. It's like worse than like Ragavan, Channeler in your Delirium deck. I don't know. I'm mulling to 5 here on the play also, which is not ideal. Although my opponent's also mulling to 5, so maybe we get to have a stream tonight. I have a good 5 also. They definitely believe in it, which is, you know, in a lot of ways the most important thing. Steez, the 31. Thank you. Welcome back. It's versatile, great card advantage for ETBs. It's okay. We don't have to argue about it forever. I mean, it's just a very low power level card that's very weak to bowmasters and slow and low power level. Is my if I had to articulate my issue with it. But you can play it if you want. Let's see. So I'm either casting this just for a basic, or I'm making a Saga token. Let's make a Saga token. Got 4 cards in their hand. There's Mutavault. Yeah, this is the LCQ. We're in round 1. We're down a game. Explosives on 1. Have to get a Bauble. They also have Dress Down. Oh, no, sorry. They tapped for a blue and then paused for a second, so I was like, for sure they have Dress Down. Yeah, chat seemed like maybe they do still. Not sure. Not necessarily gonna sack this Bauble, we'll see. They only have 3 cards in their hand. So they at least can't even Flame of Anor. I'm gonna go ahead and crack it. There's a Dress Down on top of their library if there's not one in the hand already, so it's kind of a bummer. To draw a Cookbook. To go with my Ovalchase. That was my other known. And they just concede. They're gonna... they literally have Dress Down on top of their library. Woo! Okay, maybe I bring in a Needle for game 3. Yeah, there's no explosives in this list, so I'll bring in the Needle. Maybe over the stone. Just go to Daredevil, I guess. Actually, yeah, just down kills the tokens because their ability is power toughness equal to the number of artifacts in play, and so just down removes that ability. Okay, I got to keep a 7 card hand. My opponent's on a multi 6. Both of us have mulliganed a lot this match. Yeah, these shirts just came out. They're on Teddy Fresh. They're really high quality, fit good, look good, feel good. Pretty happy with them. We're on a 2-1 this afternoon. I lost in that one. There's a second one today. It is now later than this morning. It is now like 7 hours later, and we get another chance. Another last chance. I guess last chance is not a super apt name for these, huh? You get a few chances. Gonna shuffle that. What's updated? I'm Drum over Amber, and I'm also like the sideboard's pretty different now. I'm playing a bunch of Shrapnel Blasts for like the Bean matchup. There's a few other matchups where I think you want to kind of try to go faster. Minor misstep, huh? Alright, so they have 4 cards in their hand. The mana is also really interesting. It's good that this cookbook resolved. That's it. I guess if the Asmo resolves, it's pretty likely to resolve, though. Discard first because of bolts, but they're not going to bolt. So I guess we do the dance, right? About half the time when this happens, I pass priority to my opponent. Or they pass priority, I pass it back, they explosives. I make a token accidentally in response here to the explosive sack, and my token dies. Roughly 50% of the time. I guess they have Delirium, so I'm not really playing around much. So now, do I want to Needle explosives again? It seems like they maybe have a few copies of that card. Doesn't necessarily seem too important now. Kind of want to get a stone. Sure. 3 cards still in their hand. At least, and they should all be spells because they missed land drop, right? Applesauce for 9 months. Thank you. Not a card I'd love to see here. They reveal a Traverse. Thank you, Applesauce. Thank you, Steez. They just get a basic mountain. So I think they have Unholy Heat and they're like thinking about me nuking Delirium with the stone or something. Guess I'm confused. You kill the Snapcaster immediately because of Flame. Alright, bounced. So it probably has a subtlety up, right? Drew a Saga, which is gotta be kind of scary for them. I think they have a subtlety, so I'm not gonna play my Asmo. Hitting for 4 here is a really big deal. So we're getting Flame of a Nord, I guess. Not much you can do about that. I'm not even sure what their modes are. Like, kill my Daredevil, draw 2? Maybe we should have done that before you took 4? I don't know. Kill my Daredevil, draw 2. Cool, it's fine. I still think they have a subtlety. Could be wrong about that. Should we pop stone before making token? No, we could respond to Snapcaster with the stone. Feeling pretty good about our spot. Oh, here! Exonil! Baby! Which, if we could kill it, then the death trigger is pretty relevant. They have their combo. The problem with Oh Here Exonil is it's trash.
The problem with Shindo Ryu is it's trash.
So I gotta think about dress down here, of course. Oh, fuck. Rah, 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 rah. I'm gonna take 4. I guess I could have attacked first, maybe. I mean, this just kills them, so they have to have the dress down. If they have the dress down, I just get to kill all this stuff. Subtlety, okay. So I can't quite redraw, but I'm definitely okay with them just like pitching subtlety here. If they have subtlety plus dress down, I'm not dead, but I'm not super happy. Surely there would be no tank dress down here. Yeah, any red fetches are fine. I'm going to be very annoyed if there's a dress down here that takes this long to cast. Sven, you come on, dude. What are we doing here? Plays Riverglide Pathway. If they have Snap Flame of Anor, they have to main phase it, and it's 5 of their 7 mana. Engineered Explosives is needled. I'm only up 4 minutes. How did that happen? Just wish you had a food in the turn. Well, the problem is I wanted to hold up the stone activation for Snapcaster. I mean, I don't really think I can die. I mean, now that I'm saying it, maybe I die. I guess they could have. I guess if they have 2 bolts, I'm dead to Mutavault. Yeah, I know. Famous last words. Yeah. I think one of the cards is Snapcaster. They could have double Viper. What would double Viper do? I would just bounce both tokens. That'd be okay. They're definitely stuck. How long has it been since they take a game action? 2 minutes. They only had 2 mana. If they snap, you kill them. Okay, then I guess we should have game 3, huh? Definitely haven't played this match perfectly. Here's Snapcaster. Flame of Anor, kill it to Traverse. Snapcaster, Traverse. Float mana as if Flame of Anor was targeted. This is just a clever misdirection, as Traverse was targeted. Pretty sure, I guess, is a misclick? This Traverse is very far away from the Flame of Anor, at least from my view. Okay, there's just a Flame of Anor in the hand. Just a Flame of Anor in the hand. We don't want to target the Flame of Anor in the yard. We want to target Traverse. So we can Traverse for the other Viper, I guess, and bounce the Construct. Last card would need to be a land for that. Who says, forgot I played a land already. F. Think long, think wrong. Do they think we have Stone Up? No. They thought that they could draw land off Flame, Traverse for the Viper, and then bounce the Construct. But the problem was Scalding Viper. No, I won't press it.
Problem with Shinka Ryu is it's trash.
I guess we should have made tokens. Alright. Want to know. 6 matches still in progress. Don't think we're going to be going too hard here. It's like it's 540. Mostly like 4-color beans, Tron, maybe Titan. It's kind of like new experimental plan, I guess. We're definitely getting... Oh. It's pretty rare that you have a scam opponent take that log on turn 1 and not scam you. Yeah, it's mostly in the sideboard for beans. They just play such a slow deck with no counter spells. Just blasting them in the face is probably your best plan. I thought about playing Bowmaster instead, but it's like... Yeah, you just don't have enough black sources to cast that card consistently. You only have 7. Yeah, Root Wall would be pretty cool. Put in the tank. We're 1-0. 1-0. We have to win the next 4, including this one, to 5-0 the last chance, and get the invite for this Saturday. Opponent is maybe double queuing. Let's take a look at their last Goldfish scam list. No main deck Blood Moon is nice to see. 2 explosives, 1 hidden Sugu, 3 Leyline, 1K command. 2 Molten Collapse is bad for us. That card is a lot better than Terminate against us. Okay, Evoke Fury, Pitching Bolt, so probably gonna scam us. Okay. Three cards in their hand still. Take 8. I have other options than the equip here, but I think I'm supposed to equip. Nice. Let's go start playing this instead of Sales. I don't know, like I really believe in this deck, and I think one simple thing is that I think it has an incredible Scam matchup. I think we're like at this point 7-1 against Scam. We lost, like, the only match we lost is against, like, one of the best Scam players out there, Corey, who drew Hitotsugu at a timely spot in games 2 and 3. You know, I feel pretty great about the matchup, and I feel not great about the Bean matchup, but it's also true, like, with the exception of, like, Coffers, it's kind of hard to play a deck where you feel like is good against Scam and good against Bean and good against the rest of the field. Maybe could have just played Coffers. Have not been playing a lot of Coffers lately. We're gonna get Molten Collapsed here. I think that I mostly just really believe in this deck. We've played a lot with it. Our win rate is really high over a big sample size of matches, and to some extent that is what don't really need a lot else than high win rate over large sample size. And I don't know. I don't think it's that bad against Cascade Beans. I'm like 2-1 against them. I think I got pretty lucky the first couple times. Maybe just get a concession. I don't know. This is Kaldesh, right? Oh no, this is New Capenna. Yeah, New Capenna. Alright, so also, because I don't have the Mox Amber in the deck anymore, I need one less sideboard card for this matchup. So this is the tentative new sideboard plan. It's just like, I don't know, it's not that common you play a creature deck like this and you just get scammed. We've been beating... Game 1, we beat Grief Scam, Fury Scam all the time. It's just the formula is so good against them, but this deck has been pretty exciting. Would you run something like Boil against Bean? I would maybe play like the Destroy All Planes card. I did consider playing one of those. I'm just not sure. Sometimes you draw it too late. Sometimes you can't cast it because it's 4 mana. I guess I'm also kind of a little rusty with Scales. We played a few matches of it earlier today, and I just felt a little too rusty with it. Plus, I was also not super happy with my 75. Like there's like 5 spots in the Scales list. I wasn't sure what I wanted, and I think with Scales, it's just like such a fine oiled machine. You have to really be very confident in all your deck selection. I feel like people are going to be able to tell it's not your real hand if it's not the same amount of Inti. Well, I'm not trying to trick them into thinking I have 2 Mox Rubies plus Cookbook Inti on turn 1. Just don't want them to see my hand. I'd rather just play Hammer instead of Scales at that rate. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think Hammer is like probably worse against Bean than Scales, but both are pretty bad. Yeah, I think Destroy All Planes is better than Destroy All Islands against them, but it kind of depends on what their mana base looks like and the build. There's so many different builds, it's like hard to say. One of each. Actual Underworld Dreams against Beans? I don't know. I mean, they just have binding for all this kind of stuff. Just play Bowmaster instead. That card's legal. Is he Legacy Inti Riddlesmith? I didn't know. The Legacy Riddlesmith decks are very weird. Also, is my opponent gonna sideboard? They have 10 seconds left. Okay, 11 seconds left. Okay, my 7 is keepable. Stomping Ground is for a sideboard Haywire Mites. Pretty common thing in these Asmo decks to like have one green source as a Haywire Mite splash. Or Urza Saga decks in general, I guess. Alright, so here's my 7. Imagine we're losing this Lightning Bolt for Sherzies. Then maybe the Cookbook. Yeah, I think that's fine. Me, that's like the 23rd land / Blinkmoth Nexus or 1 Inkmoth if you want to play 4 Blinkmoth like we're talking about today. That's pretty in the rotation for flex spots. Sometimes when I've main decked rings, or whenever I have main deck rings, I always have 23 lands. Why is it called Scam? There's a lot of different theories. I think at first it was like you were scamming yourself by playing the deck, but really it's like you're scamming your opponent by just stealing the game from them. Thank you, Urs. Yeah, I need to just be restarting the audio thing like pretty frequently for the audio to stay good. It hasn't been super consistent, unfortunately. You have a Delirious Channeler here. It's interesting. Okay, you know, my opponent. It's turn 2. My opponent has had a good start. Let's say Scam Grief into push plus Ragavan. Holy guacamole! I have another Street Wraith, which is very painful. Oh fuck! I drew another one. I really need to find something here. I don't really find enough. Kind of tough to beat these kind of draws on the draw, you know what I mean? Asmo's 1 card too far down. Maybe they'll just like Blood Moon me for the rub-ins or Fable. Yeah, this is just like such an insane start on the play. Just kind of can't expect to beat these draws. Well, you know, go through the motions here. They discard a Swamp. Obviously need them to fall over or something. Well, so thankfully my opponent has Undying Evil and not dead after all. So I am not dead after all because I top decked the Galvanic Blast. I'm going to 1 and I have Shadowspear in play. And my opponent drew Fury. Or Grief. Fury. Okay, I didn't bring in Pyrite Spellbomb. I drew a Blood Crypt. My hand is Ovalchase Daredevil Blood Crypt. Alright, no changes, as it turns out. Game 3 on the play. This feels so bad. We were like very close to beating that like insane draw where they're on the play, use all their mana on the first 3 turns, including Scam Grief for turn 1. Game 3 on the play. So painful. I guess they did draw a brick, but they got to Fable it away. Bauble, hope for bolts. Yeah, sorry, I guess that wasn't out, huh? I didn't see it. The biggest scam is it makes you believe you can beat them or was close. That game was for sure close. If they just brick on that last turn, they're super behind. I don't know. Certainly a close game. Like, keeps my 7. Mountain Cookbook. Maybe they'll just Thoughtseize me. Alright, so I got 2 NTs, a Lightning Bolt, a Shinka, and a Bloodstained Mire. That wasn't my opponent. Who was that? Did anybody get that username? Thankfully they added that feature. It's been so long since that's happened, where so people will spam trade you and try to get you to time out. I don't know if this is because of the match or if they're just like, you know, not a fan. Drexler, yeah. Probably need to get a report going, huh? So, Stomping Grounds. Guess let's see what we draw, right? Oh, I drew a Daredevil. Okay. So 2 cards from the Inti. Unfortunately, neither capable of stopping the Fury, but the Asmo. Asmo is now. Thank you, Inti. 2 mana, draw 2. Tank a Fury. What a hero. So if my opponent has another Undying effect, this could be a way we lose the game. We have the option of playing around that by not using the Asmo yet. So I think that's what I'll do. So I'll take 8. Obviously don't love taking 8, but seems okay. Be kind of nice if they just tapped out for Fable here. Voidwalker is fine. So I'll bolt the Voidwalker. They definitely have another Undying effect, so I'm happy with our line that we've taken. Could they have 2? I guess we can play around 2 by killing the Fury on our turn. Maz, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, working late today, huh? Yeah, it feels weird to be live this late, but fun for sure. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be there for draft tonight. I mean, if I lose this match, it could be, I guess. Oh, my opponent lost connection. Just pretending like they weren't tanking. Restart their magical line. Why does the Draxler username sound so familiar? I don't know if they've done this before. Someone in my chat is spamming CMAC with trade requests. Is it? Are they? Someone was spamming me with trade request earlier. There is a box you can check to block the trade. But yeah, that's maybe what's happening. This was a big problem like 3 or 4 years ago. There was someone who kept spam trading either streamers or streamers' opponents, like all the Magic streamers, for like weeks. So like we had like a, I may still have it. Hold on. It'd be so clutch if I have it. So I don't know, maybe we can maybe bust that back out. It's funny that I still have that. Ancient technology. Shuffle the Bauble away, get a tapped Blood Crypt here. Could play around Ragavan, I guess. Seems fine to do so. Oh yeah, the Hand Hider. Don't think they're ghosting at this point, but just good practice, of course. I guess I don't want to sack for life now, since my foods are a lot more taxed. Yeah, I was gonna eat food. Well, I thought I had a infinite supply, but now we have to hoard our rations. And I guess they can't Fury me. Oh, I also drew another Asmo. We can't be Furied, which is a really big deal. And we even have insulation against Hidetsugu and stuff because we have 2 4/2s in play. Okay, 2-0. We lost it in round 3 last time. Lost to Bean last time. So we got like 30 minutes before round 3. They're on a mold of 5, mold of 4. Maybe Tron. Would be nice to be on the play against Tron. Maybe it'd be nice for them to not be playing Tron also. Zio, Twitch Prime, thank you, welcome back. Snow-covered forest. So they are Tron, no turn 1 Tron piece, I'll take it. My hand's, got a monkey also, which is kind of exactly what you want in this matchup. Talisman. 2 cards in their hand. So because I drew Channeler, not that y'all know what I have, I didn't want to discard a card to my Inti here. Just play these 2. Uh-oh. Thankfully, I didn't play a Tron piece here. That's the best part about this. So I have a trigger here. I'm gonna discard my Ovalchase. Foolishly played my land first. Oopsie doopsie. Playing a little too fast. It's been a long day, y'all, to be honest. Feel a little fatigued. Yeah, hopefully they don't explore into both Tron pieces. Happened to me the other day. Okay, so scrying for their last piece. They won't be able to explore right now. Get their power plant. Plays a map also. Passes back. So I'm going to now lightning bolt my opponent. See Street Wraith on top, keep it on top. Untap. My hand is now 2 Street Wraiths, which go kind of crazy with Inti. I think I cast this now for the Surveil. I also get to get this back, I guess. Find a Galvanic Blast. So I don't quite have Delirium, which I was kind of banking on. Another Galvanic Blast. So I won't have Metal Crafts. Unless I hit something off the Ragavan. I think I'm going to try to get Delirium instead. Did not get Delirium. Didn't hit the artifact either, I guess. So they go to 1 off their ring. Panda with the 5-pack, thank you so much. Hope you're having a good night. Got to get to stuff from Panda, make sure to thank them. They were dead if I found Delirium. Not a bad turn. They do have Tron. They have a total of 9 mana this turn. Or 10 mana with the Talisman. Ulamog, if they just cast Ulamog, I guess, yeah, they lose. My friends thought you'd be getting the H. Wanted to see if you're interested in attending Saltfest next April. Yeah, I have an email on my Twitter you can look at. I don't know what Saltfest is, but if you send me some details and take a look at it. Okay, so we need to find another burn spell. Potentially. Get a few looks here. Chalice on one would actually go pretty crazy. Yeah, they get Chalice. Yeah, there wasn't a way for me to get Delirium. Don't really have a lot of live draws here. I drew a burn spell. Although what's nice, I guess, is if they O-Stone. Which they may have to O-Stone. Then I get to blast them. And I have Delirium, so I beat Wormcoil. I beat O-Stone. Actually, what do I even lose to? Surely something. I guess I'll keep that on top since it's like one of the few castables here. Beat Wormcoil. Beat O-Stone. Beat Ulamog. What's the Ugin? Ugin's not very common. What can they Karn for? I'm not even sure. Maybe something. Yeah, I mean, that's it, dude, I guess. I mean, I can cast my Inti. Feels bad. Yeah, manifesting it. Really, though. They can Besage you and not Urza Saga, which is something. I do have an Inti I can cast. Maybe they have nothing. I don't know, there's not much else I lose to besides the card like All Is Dust or Ugin. They don't play very many of these. Sometimes none. Yeah, Sokenzan would have won. That's true. Now I won't be able to Sokenzan. Oh my gosh, they targeted the draw. 1 outer. Drew Bauble. They got a map on top. So we get to see, it's kind of fun, we get to see if they exile the Sokenzan with the Ulamog. Drew Blood Crypt, so I guess I can cast Daredevil next turn. Our odds go way up if they don't exile it. I don't see it. Oh, I do. It is there. Damn it. So probably have to go to game 2. Tough game. Like if we find Delirium off the Channeler, we win. We had so many looks at Delirium. Wait, they had an Urza Saga in the deck and they got Besage instead. That was like almost definitely a punt. Whatever. It's okay. No outs. I'm just gonna take my draw step in case I'm forgetting something. Bolt you. Blast you. Die. Yeah, at one point I did have 2 Sokenzans. Actually, over the Blood Crypt that I drew. That's kind of crazy. Try not to think about it too much. Shrapnel Blast should help this matchup with some too. I think against this build, actually, the Void Mirror is a lot worse since they typically play like Jitter Ascent, and sometimes it's not amazing anyways. It's just kind of like a random steal the game kind of card. Okay, is Ragavan Dash cost 2? It still gets countered by Chalice. Okay, I'm gonna keep my 6, I guess. It's not very good. Opponent's thinking about their 7. They go to 6. They keep their 6. They kept it pretty fast, too. It's kind of concerning. I'm gonna dismember. I do have a Street Wraith. Finds a Shrapnel Blast. Okay. Plays a Relic. So they just have Natural Tron. Maybe they're okay waiting a turn, right? Shrapnel Blast, yeah, I guess. They got 11 life points for me to whittle down. They don't have Natural Tron. They do have Tron. 4 cards in their hand. One of them's just an Expedition map. They pop the Relic to go back up to 4 cards. I think I'm dashing Ragavan. Don't have a Besage to Sylvan Scrying for. Playing Inti. Shouldn't you exile a creature for Delirium? It doesn't matter. They have the Relic in play, I think. I guess so, though. That's bad. That's bad. Discard the Ragavan, trigger the Inti. Find a mountain. I literally have 8 points of burn in my hand. Literally have 8 points of burn in my hand. So I can Needle the Relic to prevent a cantrip from them. I can Needle Map for Blast Zone, although they don't always play Blast Zone these days. Wasn't the play to grab Drum, first strike plus burn. I think I want to be able to like kill them after they swing with the Swarm Coil or find another burn spell. Which is why I think I'm going to be going for Bauble here. I could also block and kill my own Inti, potentially. They find an Oblivion Stone. We win.
Problem with Shindo Ryu is it's trash.
Game 3. Game 3. Let's go to game 3. If I had Shrapnel Blast in my hand also, so if they pop the O-Stone, I get to go Galvanic Blast, Shrapnel Blast. I didn't cast it. I top decked another Galvanic Blast for turn. Who are we flipping off? I don't know. Nobody in general, really. Had a Worm, lifelink not trigger. I blocked, and I killed the creature it would have dealt damage to, so it doesn't deal damage to anything, so they don't gain any life. I can't really mulligan this. I'll just tell my opponent, yeah, probably, so they don't talk themselves into a better line later. Put them most to 6. Oh. Yeah, I forget every time I press the trash button that I lose it. It's okay. Yeah, I need to draw that. I don't have a second land. Sorry, I should have actually discarded a card in my hand, but playing too fast. Actually, it's okay because I'm using all my mana anyways. I do have Alpine Moon this time. Urza's mine. Just kind of close. Yeah, they had to pop their stone main phase, otherwise they were dead. We're pretty cold to a stone here, I guess. Preserving Inti over construct wasn't good, improving burn gel chances. I know I needed the construct in play for Metalcraft. I die if I block with construct. They grab an explosives. I drew a pretty interesting one. I think I go for it. Channel Sokenzan. Find a nice mire here. So Inti at Karn, here, here. Discard Springleaf Drum. Counter here. Find a cookbook. Trigger Ragavan on Karn, which I unfortunately can't cast. Punish for the Sokenzan, I guess. I suppose playing the cookbook into the explosives doesn't make a lot of sense. I have a reason to do it though, I guess. Looking okay. So Sokenzan, two mana, 2 hasty 1/1s. Flip your top card and play. It's pretty good. Yeah, Moon stops Tron. Actually, I tell this story too much, but I had a PTQ judge call where my opponent didn't think it stopped Tron, and the judge didn't think it stopped Tron. But thankfully, after some deliberation with the head judge, we figured it out. NT is so freaking good. It's okay. Those judges were doing their best. You know what I mean? Doing their best. Just a funny anecdote. Alright, here comes the explosives. Explosives plus ring, huh? It's pretty good. Discarding a Ragavan. I'm just attacking for the NT trigger. Don't obviously need to attack with everything. A kind of sad Galvanic Blast here that I can't use. Yeah, just have to let it go. All is dust. I have a Galvanic Blast in my hand. If I had saved the bolt, I guess I win. I can attack with just my 2 spirits. It's not GG. I have plenty of outs. Literally won from a very similar position last game. My other card is this. Yeah, I know the upkeep damage, but I don't have enough. Kill the one they block. The problem is this is a 3/3. I can't kill my own Inti. If they block Inti, they will block Inti. So if I had kept my Inti at 2/2, I could have played for this situation. Very difficult thing to try to do. Kill and attack the one that's blocked again. That's the losing line because I can't kill the Inti. So that's what I'm saying. If the Inti was a 2/2, which I started with here, I would win. But I can kill the one they attack with, and then maybe attack on the backswing. Another ring makes this. You would have kept the treasure. Bolting so soon was not good. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sorry. There was no reason to bolt there, huh? I just thought that I was losing the treasure for some reason. So I guess I punted the match. Long day today. Yeah, I drew an Inti. I don't think I'm supposed to attack and trigger the Inti. Yeah, punted. I thought for some reason my brain thought the explosives was killing the treasure, and I needed to use the bolt there. But obviously that's not it. So I attack with everything. Counter. So they're not at 4. They're at 7. If I don't bolt them. I attack with everything. I put I discard the Alpine Moon that I draw, whatever card I draw, counter on the spirit token. They block the Inti, I bolt it. No, they go to 1. I still lose, right? It was definitely still a punt, but I still lose because unless like the mystery card off the Inti is helpful, because they take 4, then only 2 from the blast, they go to 1. I still lose. Yeah, 2-1 both times. It's okay. 4 and 2 is like not a bad record or by any means. These events are just pretty tough to 5-0. There's another one tomorrow at 1 p.m. Died a ring on 1 counter. Oh, right. No, yeah, you're right. Okay, so we punted. Tough stuff. Just a long day too, like, start at 9. I did get to take a break, but long day. No, they did have a ring at 1 at that time. Fuck. Okay, I'll probably play this deck tomorrow for the showcase that's tomorrow. Starts at 1 p.m. Be fun. Keep Pioneer deck hidden. Last chance qualifier tomorrow at 1 p.m. Okay, sounds like a plan. See y'all tomorrow, normal time. No, you have to 5-0. You have to 5-0 these, so we're dead. I'm gonna, it's like I need to eat dinner and go to sleep and then do it all again tomorrow. Okay, wait. They drew an instep. Oh, okay, I guess then they're not gonna draw at that point.